Hello, today we are doing our second mission of this unit, which is solving and applying percent equations. We're looking at discounts, tax, and tip today. So first, a few vocabulary words that you should know. First one is a discount. A discount is a decrease from the original price. So if you get a 20% discount, that would tell you that you're getting 20% off of the original price, or you're going to subtract something from the original price. A markup is just like it says, marking up something would be increasing the price from the original. So within a markup, two words that you may want to know. The first one is retail price. This is the price that you pay at the store. So if you're going to go to Target or Walmart or Foot Locker or whatever and buy something at the store, you're going to pay as retail whatever that price is. You're going to the retailer, the store. Wholesale is the price that the store pays. So they generally get things cheaper and then they mark them up so that we buy them and they make a profit. That's how stores work. The store buys it, they mark it up, they increase it from the original price, and then we go and buy it. The next vocab word here is sales tax. This is a percent increase, money that we have to pay to the government. It's just called sales tax. So it's usually 6 or 7% depending on where you live. And then last, a tip. You usually give tips for a service that is provided to you. So it's an increase, something that you pay extra money you pay for a service. So a service could be having food delivered, or someone waiting on your table, like bringing you your Pepsi or whatever to your table. That's a service. If you go to the nail salon and get your nails done, you pay them because they're doing you a service. They're doing something for you. Okay? So let's take a look at a problem or an equation. It says the iPhone X has a retail price of $649. However, it only costs Apple $145 wholesale to make the phone. So Apple can make it for pretty cheap, but then they charge you a whole bunch more so that they make money, right? We want to know, what is the percent markup on an iPhone X? So remember, we are looking at the part out of the total, and then same thing over here. Our part is the percentage, and our total is out of 100% total. So let's set up this problem. We know the total price of the phone is $649. The part that the store has to pay is $145. So we want to know, what is the percent? We're trying to find the percent out of 100% total. If we know how much Apple has to pay for the phone, then we can figure out, well, how much are they marking it up to $649. So we're going to cross multiply. 649 times x is 649x. 145 times 100. We're just putting 2 zeros on the end. We're moving the decimal 2 times. And then last, to solve this, the opposite of multiplying is dividing. We're dividing by that whole number, 649. 649 divided by 649 is just 1. So we're going to now divide the other side. 14,500 divided by 649 is about 22.3%. I'm just going to round to 1 decimal for the moment. So Apple has to pay 22%. Then they mark it up how much to get to our total price. So we have to take 100% and take away the part that Apple is paying. Apple pays 22.3% to buy it. So how much percent are they marking it up? Well, the whole thing minus the part Apple pays is 77.7%. So they mark up the phone 77.7%. If you wanted to use a whole percent, it would be about 78%. So again, Apple paid the $145, which was 22% of the phone. Well, how much did they mark it up? Well, they marked it up 77% to get to the whole price, $649. So let's flip over and look at the next question. We're still looking at this Apple phone. It says you decide to go to the Apple Store at the Mall of America to buy your iPhone X. At the store, the iPhone is also $649, so same price. But then you remember if you buy it at that store, you'll have to pay sales tax. The sales tax in Minnesota is 7.25%. How much do you have to pay for the iPhone with tax? So we know the total price of the phone is $649. The percent that they're giving us, 7.25% out of 100%. We want to know what is 7.25% of this phone. So we're going to cross multiply to figure that out. 100 times x is 100x. 649 times 7.25 is 4,705.25. But then the last opposite of multiply is divide. We're dividing by 100, or moving the decimal 2 spots to the left, which would give us 47.05. I'm just going to go 2 decimals instead of all 4 of them. They have 2 more on there, but in terms of money, we only look at 2 decimal points. So this was money on the side, so this 7.25% that we have to pay is really $47. So how much do you have to pay for the phone with the tax? Well, the tax is $47, so the phone cost $649 plus the $47.05 for the tax. We have to add those two together to give us our total. So $649 plus 47.05 gives us $696.05. So if we go to the mall, we have to pay a little bit more because we have to pay that tax. 7% tax doesn't seem that high, but when you're spending $650 basically, that's a lot of money, almost 50 bucks. All right, last couple questions. It says, you want to look around for a better deal. That wasn't the greatest deal, right? You had to pay a little bit more money. So when you check at Target, you can find out that you can get 13% off the retail price, the part that you have to pay, if you buy it on this coming Friday before noon. They have a sale going on. How much will you have to pay for the iPhone X at Target? So we get 13% off. So let's figure out what is 13% and let's take it off or subtract it from the total price. So the part that we're looking for, we don't know what that is, but we know 649 is our total. And we're getting 13% off of the whole thing, 100%. So let's cross multiply. 100 times x is 100x. 649 times 13 is $8,437, or not necessarily dollars yet, we don't know. And divide by 100 because it was multiply. The opposite of multiply was divide. So dividing by 100 really just moves our decimal 2 spots to the left. So now it's 84.37. And on the left side here, we were talking about money. So we get $84.37 off of the price. So because 13% is really $84, we get to take that off. So we're going to take our original price, $649, and subtract $84.37 to give us our total, which we'll put right up here. $649 minus 84.37. We only have to pay $564.63. So it seems like a better deal to get it at Target. But if it's Friday at noon or before noon, you're at school. So you decide to ask your aunt to make the purchase for you because you'll be at school after all. You tell her you'll give her a 5% tip for helping you. How much money will you tip her? So this one you need to be careful with because you are only paying $564.63. So 5% of that is what we're looking for. If you found 5% of $649, well, you're not actually spending that much money, so you'd be tipping her more than you need to. So we don't know what part we're going to tip her, but we know it's out of a total of $564.63. And we're tipping her 5% of the total, 100%. We need to figure out what is 5% on the top. So we're cross multiplying. 100 times x is 100x. And then 564.63 times 5 is 2823.15. I'm just using my calculator. And then dividing by 100 because it's multiply, we divide. Moving our decimal really just 2 spots to the left when we divide, making it smaller. 28.23. I'm going to ignore the last 2 decimals because we're talking about money. So what was 5%? On the top, that 5% was really $28.23. So that's how much you would tip your aunt. Your homework is very similar to this. On the front, you just have 3 questions, except it's talking about an iPad Pro. How much will it cost? Or what's the percent markup? You go to Mall of America, same, almost exact same type questions through number 4. Then number 5 is just a question, just solve it. And then number 6, same thing. This is actually 2 questions here. This is question number 1 and question number